Hi everyone, and welcome to another one of our virtual Yellowstone tours. Today I'm in the parking lot for the trailhead for the short walk down to the brink of the Upper Falls, not to be confused with the brink of the Lower Falls. In fact, why don't we take a look at a map of the area so you can see exactly where we are. Please go to the following one of our sites, westyellowstonelodge.com/map. That's westyellowstonelodge.com/map, and I will drop a copy of the map in over here. As you can see, the roads through the park make up a massive figure of 8, and in the middle of the figure of 8, there is a road that runs from the west to the east that splits the massive figure of 8 up into two gigantic loops. Well, if you look to the right or the east, that is where you'll find Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, and that is where I am today. There are three ways that you can access Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone from the Grand Loop Road. Coming up from the south, after you've passed through the Hayden Valley, and this over here is an example of the way that the Park Service have really done such a great job of redoing the trail down to the brink of the Upper Falls. This has all been done very recently. I was telling you that there are three ways that you can access various points at the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone from the Grand Loop Road. Coming from the south, in other words, up from the Hayden Valley, the first turnoff is to Artist Point and Uncle Tom's Trail, and that's over the Chittenden Bridge. The second one is right here where I am now, and this is the brink of the Upper Falls. And the third one is the North Rim Drive, and you can see a lot more of all of these areas in various other videos in our YouTube channel. Just off the top of my head, you've got the North Rim Drive, you've got the North Rim Hike, you've got the South Rim Hike, you've got Artist Point, you've got Brink of the Lower Falls, and then you've got right where we are today here as I look down at the viewpoint overlooking the brink of the Upper Falls. What's really wonderful about the brink of the Upper Falls is that you feel so close to the falls, and I'll get back to that in a minute. Where you see those two people coming up on my right, if I were to take that trail, that would lead me to part of the North Rim Trail. That trail goes back to the Chittenden Bridge, which I mentioned a short while ago. And at the Chittenden Bridge, you can access both the South Rim Trail, which is on the other side of the river, as well as the North Rim Trail. And when you take the North Rim Trail, and as I mentioned to you before, you can see it at other of the videos in our YouTube channel, or you can simply go to virtualyellowstonetours.com. That's virtualyellowstonetours.com. When you take the North Rim Trail, you do get to this point as you saw a moment ago, and it's an easy stroll down to the brink of the Upper Falls. And then the North Rim Trail, you can also access the brink of the Lower Falls as well as various other viewpoints. Look at this now. You just feel so close to that waterfall. And today is the middle of August, so a lot of the snow has already melted, and there's not quite as much water flowing over the falls as there would be in the spring. But there's still an awful lot of water coming down over the falls. If memory serves me correctly, these falls are 109 feet high. So what does that make them? Probably somewhere around 30, 31, maybe a little bit more than that in meters. And they are about a third of the height of the lower falls, which are a little over 300 feet. I can't remember exactly how high they are. But as you can see, this is really such a spectacular sight. And this is the Yellowstone River that is flowing over the Upper Falls. There are two main waterfalls that flow. Excuse me. There are two main waterfalls that have been created by the Yellowstone River. You've got the Upper Yellowstone Falls, and you've got the Lower Yellowstone Falls. And you'll find that this hike is a lot easier than the lower falls. All too soon, I've come to the end of another one of our virtual Yellowstone tours. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in Yellowstone someday.